Guys, I'm going to tell you something. These last 3 days, ever since that dad trolled Joe Biden into saying, let's go, Brandon, the mainstream media, right? The mainstream liberal media's reaction to it, you would literally think that this man made a threat of violence towards the president with the reactions that we're seeing, right? Like, they are absolutely going crazy. Right? They are losing their minds over this dad simply saying, let's go, Brandon, to Joe Biden, right? I've never seen anything like it, right? They are truly outraged, okay? They're outraged, okay? They have now doxxed this father, okay? His name is now out there. He's saying he's receiving threats. There's all types of craziness going on there, right? And it has been 3 days. They're still talking about this. In fact, check out this clip from CNN in which they're basically saying that the guy saying, let's go, Brandon, is basically an insurrection. Take a look.
Let's go, Brandon, for those that don't know, is slang for F Joe Biden. Ron, the president is trying to be nice to kids. He doesn't really have to do this. They were very pleasant. What does it tell you that somebody is rude like that and disrespects the office of the president to his face about the political climate in this country?
Yeah, look, it's ungracious, it's juvenile, it's reprehensible by the father. But I don't think it's fundamentally about incivility. I think it is fundamentally about insurrection. And it reflects as well the findings in multiple polls by the American Enterprise Institute, Vanderbilt University, and others, that a majority of Republican voters now say the American way of life is disappearing so fast, the traditional American way of life, that we may have to use force to save it. I think you're seeing this is a manifestation not just of incivility, but of the fundamental view of the illegitimacy and the ominous shores that we're kind of sailing toward very quickly in 2022 and especially 2024.
All right, so there you have it. That is CNN in a full-blown meltdown over this dad simply telling Joe Biden, let's go, Brandon, okay? And see, the funny thing is that the mainstream media hasn't really picked up on the actual real meaning of let's go, Brandon, outside of the F Joe Biden thing. Let's go, Brandon is really a criticism of them, right? The mainstream media, okay? And how the mainstream media always tries to twist reality to fit their narrative, okay? This meme was born because at a NASCAR race, people were saying, F Joe Biden in the background, and the reporter who knew that that's what they were saying said, no. What they're actually really saying is let's go, Brandon, right? And again, that is an example, a metaphor for how the media twists reality, right? The fake news that we get every single day from news sources like CNN, right? So they don't even understand that a lot of the whole let's go, Brandon thing really is a criticism of the media, more so than anything. Right. But I love how these people try to act like this is so unprecedented. Like what this man said was so bad. Right. So disrespectful. As if this man tried to portray the assassination of the president during a Times Square performance of Julius Caesar, like the left did with Trump. As if this man supported a comedian holding up a bloody replica of Trump's severed head, or that they cheered on a famous actor that said F Trump at a Tony Awards speech, like the left did when it came to Trump, or them stopping a performance of Hamilton to lecture the vice president in an audience, right? Which is what the left did when it came to Mike Pence, right? Or taking pictures of them repeatedly flipping off the White House and flipping off the president, okay, of the United States, like the left did with Trump, or letting the mainstream liberal media run this ridiculous conspiracy theory about how Trump is some Manchurian candidate, okay, that committed treason and got peed on by Russian prostitutes in this bid to work with Vladimir Putin to win the election in 2016. Right? And honorable mentions here of Madonna basically threatening to blow up the White House, saying that she had thoughts about blowing up the White House. Johnny Depp talking about assassinating the president. You have Robert De Niro out here talking about punching Trump in the face. That is what the left-wing media and the left have been pushing for the last 4 years and doing. But now all of a sudden, let's go, Brandon. Oh my God, we're civility in politics. right? Again, it blows my mind what they come up with, what they choose to be outraged about, right? They weren't outraged by the fact that you had people burning down black-owned stores, okay, businesses, police stations all last year. Oh, no. We ain't got nothing to say about that, right? Nothing's wrong with that, okay? Not outraged. Not outraged by the fact that you have people on planes, right, that are assaulting old men, right? Assaulting people on planes because they're not wearing masks, right? Fighting over not wearing masks. No. No outrage over that, right? No outrage over that. The Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy, okay, where you have some radicalized lunatic who hops in an SUV and runs over a bunch of grandmas at a Christmas parade, killing 6 or 7 people and injuring dozens more. Silence, crickets. They talk about that for one day. One day. Somebody says, let's go, Brandon, to the president. They've been talking about that for 3 days straight. They're not outraged enough about the state of this economy, the state of this country, right? Which is what this man cited as one of the reasons why he said that to Joe Biden, right? He's expressing his frustrations, okay? No outrage over that, okay? He doesn't have the right to tell the president what he really thinks of the president, okay? As if this man does not have free speech. So now, according to the left-wing liberal media and the woke revolutionaries on the left, this man deserves to be doxxed, okay? And threatened, allegedly, because that's what he's saying is happening to him now, right? He's saying that he's now getting threats. Now, his full name is out on the internet now. Everybody knows his profession. Everybody knows where he works. Everybody knows all that simply because he was expressing his frustration with the president in a way that, in my opinion, is pretty benign, right? Pretty benign. Let's read here. Because he's kind of walking back the comments, but also not walking them back at the same time. But let's read here. A caller from Oregon who tagged on Let's Go Brandon when ending his Christmas Eve phone chat with President Biden last week now says he's been attacked for what he claims was a joke. Quote, and now I am being attacked for utilizing my free speech, Jared Schmeck, 35, a former Medford police officer, told the Oregon newspaper Saturday. Schmeck said he has been receiving vague but threatening phone calls after his call to Biden on Friday was live streamed and reported in the media. So I wonder, is the mainstream media the same way they did with Ilhan Omar, right? When she claimed she was getting threats. Are they going to come out here and say, oh, no, these threats are bad? Right, that these threats are an example of left-wing extremism in our country, right? Politics going wrong where they're taking words and now trying to threaten this man because of some words that he said to the president, right? Are they going to do that? Because that's what they did with Ilhan Omar, right? And the threats that she allegedly was getting, okay? I guarantee you're not going to see the left-wing media defend this guy, okay? The same way they try to defend the woman that put up a middle finger to Trump and got fired for it, right? They defended her. Oh, no, it's great. Take that, Mr. President. She just got elected, right, to some position. Take that, Mr. President. God, man, these people kill me, bro. I understand there is a vulgar meaning to Let's Go Brandon, but it's not that simple-minded. No matter how I feel about it, Schmeck told the news outlet. The live stream call drew media attention in part because Biden responded, Let's Go Brandon. I agree, even though the phrase has been used by the president's critics to mock him. I mean, hey, he agreed with it, man. He agreed with it. But Schmeck, a father of 4, claimed Saturday he had no ill feelings towards the president, even though he believes Biden can be doing a better job. He seems like a cordial guy, Schmeck said, referring to the president. There's no animosity or anything like that. It was merely just an innocent jest. To also express my God-given right to express my frustrations in a joking manner. I love him just like I love any brother or sister. All right, so again, here's the thing. This is way better, right, and less polarizing than any of the things I've literally just showed you guys that the left was saying about Trump, right? They're talking about assassinating the president, talking about punching him in the face, talking about committing acts of violence. That's what they were talking about. Now, again, this guy says, Let's Go Brandon, which simply means F Biden, and is a criticism of the mainstream media, right? He says it in a way that is like, a joke or whatever, and then he comes out and says, I love him just like any other brother or sister. And the left, they outraged about it, right? They outraged about it, okay? Doxing a man, okay? Trying to ruin his life. When, again, what this man did is way less severe and way more benign than anything we've seen from the left when it comes to how their treatment of Trump, right? Could you imagine any of them saying that I love Trump like a brother or a sister? None of them would say that. None of them would say that, okay? Again, part of me kind of feels like he's saying this to try to like walk it back a little bit. Okay, so I don't really know if he necessarily feels this way, but again, it's a shame that he even feels the need to do it because the mob has come after him that much. Okay, Schmeck added, he 100% stood behind what I did and what I said, according to the paper, as you should, right? Don't apologize to the woke mob. Stand up to them. Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again. Okay, that's what you should say. At the end of the day, I have nothing against Mr. Biden, Schmeck said in the same interview with the Oregon, but I am frustrated because I think he can be doing a better job. I mean, no disrespect to him. Despite his criticisms of Biden, Schmeck told the newspaper he did not consider himself a Trumper, but instead a free-thinking America and a follower of Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because these people try to question this man's religion, saying, oh, yeah, he's not very Christian, right, for saying that. As if, you know, the left isn't waging a war on Christmas, right? And now all of a sudden, they want to be concerned about what's Christian like and what's not Christian like, okay? Yeah, so they've been attacking the man's religion and his faith, okay, as well, okay? They've attacked this man on all fronts. On all fronts. Schmeck said he and his family were following their tradition Friday of calling in to the NORAD Santa tracker on Christmas Eve and didn't know the call would be live streamed. A voice on the other end said First Lady Jill Biden would be accepting calls, but Schmeck said he assumed it would be a recording of the First Lady, not a live phone call, according to the Oregon. Then, when the president and first lady started speaking with the family, Biden was interested to learn that one of Schmeck's sons was named Hunter, the same name as the president's son. The Bidens and the Schmecks then chatted about items that the Schmeck children hope to receive for Christmas, with Schmeck adding he himself hoped for a quiet night. Lots of luck, Dad, the president responded, sparking laughter among the group. As the call ended, Jill Biden wished the Oregon family a Merry Christmas, and Jared Schmeck responded, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well. Merry Christmas, and let's go, Brandon. Soon afterwards, Schmeck's wife posted an Instagram message, according to the Oregon. Quote, my husband may or may not have just told Joe and Jill Biden, let's go Brandon, on the phone, the message said, with 2 crying emojis added. In addition, the newspaper reported Schmeck also posted a video of their conversation with the Bidens on his YouTube channel with the caption, we talked to President Joe Biden on Christmas Eve, hashtag let's go Brandon. Whether Schmeck has contacted law enforcement about his claims of threatening calls remains unclear. All right, so this is just what happens when you post stuff like this on the internet, right? I mean, he kind of got to expect some backlash. I still think it's ridiculous how much he's actually getting. But I mean, when you do stuff like that and then you post a video on the internet revealing yourself, you invite the woke mob to come after you, right? And that's essentially what they're doing, okay? So, hey, at the end of the day, I mean, I kind of respect him for actually putting the video out there and letting people know, yeah, I said that, right? I'm the one that did this, okay? But again, it's just a damn shame that the mob can't just take this in stride and just be like, hey, you know what? He said what he said. We don't like it, but hey, are we really going to try to ruin this man's life over it? No, obviously not. Okay, the same way I wouldn't try to ruin somebody's life over them saying something bad about Trump or some politician that I like or whatever, right? I wouldn't do that. Again, this is the problem with politics, man. It's like, the left can't take what they dish. They want to dish out all this stuff all day, okay? But as soon as they get a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, they want to boo-hoo on and complain. Oh, my God, what he said was so disrespectful to the president. Civilian politics. It's an insurrection, right? That's what they want to do, okay? And it's really, again, a shame that this is even a news story, right? Why is this even a news story? This should have lasted for 1 day, and it should have been done. Unfortunately, we're going on 3 days because mainstream liberal media is acting like this is the worst thing in the world. Hey, I don't want to hear anything from the left or the mainstream media about civilian politics because they ruined that the last 4 years. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.